Thank you. On a cold night at the foot of the Rockies, EA Sports coverage of the NFL takes us to Empower Field at Mile High in Denver, Colorado. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Kansas City Chiefs and the Denver Broncos. Taken in the end zone, and he opts to not bring this one out. The first drive will start at the 25. On the option, here's Elliott. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. Working from the gun, Mahomes. And that one got tipped, kind of threw everything off. It brings up 3rd.
You can tell they wanted to get that ball downfield, but they had nothing working in the secondary, so he dropped it off to the running back. That one ended up incomplete.
So trouble already here on their opening drive. This is 3rd and 9. From the gun, it's Mahomes. And it's complete to Kelsey. And they work this well upfield across the 45. A first down carry by Elliott. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Yeah, things were pretty stacked up there in the middle of the line. A lot of bodies, not much space. I think ultimately he was fortunate to get anything out of that run.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. They go play fake. Mahomes. And yes, complete to the tight end McDonald. No gain that time on the completion, and it'll be 3rd down. The defense loves to hang their hat on that, don't they? You get a guy that catches the ball, but you stop him for no gain.
Without a doubt, because they're also used to trying to catch people after the catch, and they miss. And that turns into what? A huge play. We've seen it so many times. In this case, though, catch was made, put down right on the spot.
They had the catch on 2nd down, but it didn't help at all, and now they're looking at 3rd down here. Shotgun snap to Mahomes. And going deep for Hill. And it's incomplete. Both players had a shot at that one. Neither can get it, and it brings up 4th down.
So many times we see teams go on the road and want to lean on their running game, but this crew just announced they're going to try and air it out and make hay downfield.
He was called on 3 times in the win last week as his first one here's away. That'll go as a punt of 32 yards. And the Broncos take over, first down and 10. Lock and the Broncos going to come up first and 10 at their 25-yard line.
54, right there, 54 Mike. You can't block me. You can't block me. You can't block me. Bang, 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 bang.
Now a play fake, and here's Lock. And the Chiefs are going to get him. Chris Jones racking up sack number 12 for him on the year.
We talked about prior to the game, and it played out right there on the first play, didn't it? This offensive line is going to have his hands full all night long.
Well, you often speak of scripts to start a game. Does this mean that play number 2, they're going to go off the script a little bit?
Yeah, what's interesting is that most people, when they script now, they actually script those contingencies in, okay, in case they can't run the play they want to. It's long distance now. Let's go to that play.
Give him 9 there. They still need 6 more now on third down.
But you got to give kudos to your offensive line and the guy carrying the ball because they were in a second and long situation. It seemed pretty dire, but they brought it back to third and manageable with that run.
Now on third down, an extra DB out there for the Chiefs. From the gun, it's Lock. Forced out to his left. He can run for it, and he will. And he will be very close to a first down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means fourth down. It's a gain of 6, but not enough, as he'll be forced to punt on their first drive of the game. He punted 5 times in the win last week as this one's away. Here's Hill on the return. It'll be a net of 39, 41-yard punt, 2 on the return. And it's Chiefs football, first and 10. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. They punted last time they had it. What steps, Charles, you think they have to take to make sure they don't do that again?
Well, let's just go to the football 101, the trade expression 101. Win first down. Make 5, 6, 7 yards on first down and make it a 2nd and 3, 2nd and manageable. Keep accumulating first downs that way. Keep moving the football. You don't want to get behind the sticks because then the defense has the advantage. 8
yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on 2nd and short. This running game's so important for them, and they know that. It helped lead them to a victory last week when he was over 100 yards.
Let's face it, it's their identity, and that's what they want to play to. They want to be that team that runs the ball really well each and every week, and right now we're seeing a pretty good pattern of that happening.
8 yards the tally on that first down run. Here's 2nd and 2. Here's Elliott. And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down. Not a whole lot there. The defense was ready, it looked, for that run-pass option.
You get the sense that next time he has that opportunity, he may keep it himself and get to the perimeter. Probably owes his back a little bit of an apology on that one, huh?
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Throwing now is Mahomes. This one complete to Mecole Hardman. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. Give him 13 yards there and a Kansas City first down.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. And it's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first down. Drive keeps moving.
Mahomes now on first down. That's caught by his tight end, Foster Moreau. And he's got this down to the 35. Another big gainer that time. This one goes for 19 yards. So a 1st and 10 now in Denver territory at the 35-yard line. They'll run with Elliott. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. Another good gain. That's now 35 yards combined on those last 2 plays. That last run good enough to have him surpass for his career, get this, folks, 12,000 rushing yards.
And how about this? You're in shouting distance now of the top 10 all-time rushers in NFL history. And in short order now, you've got Thurman Thomas, Franco Harris, Marcus Allen, and Edgerrin James right ahead of you. He can zoom past them with just a few more carries.
Operating from the red zone now, Mahomes sets up the screen to Gordon. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down.
Nice little nifty play for him there. Yeah, that's the ability to read a defense and utilize players that don't often get picked up in coverage easily. And I'm talking about being able to use the backs out of the backfield. Because I know that when I used to cover, hey, we got everybody oh, he just snuck out there, and they just got a nice first down there.
What do we love to say? Get those backs into space, right? And they were able to do that there. Nice pickup on first down. And with the play clock winding down, we're going to get a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Here we go now on 1st and goal. And a minuscule gain of maybe a yard from the 6 to the 5.
That's a nice job there defensively, being able to diagnose that little touch pass. They saw it coming, converged on him before he could get much out of it.
And the ball smack dab on the 5-yard line. Here's 2nd and goal.
45.
Now back to the ground with Elliott. And he's going to press this one forward as they stop him right around the 1. Give him right around 4 on the carry. We'll see if they want to keep pounding here on 3rd and goal. They'll try to run it in with Elliott. And he will take it on in for a Chiefs touchdown. Ezekiel Elliott, his 9th touchdown of the season. And the Chiefs are going to take a first-quarter lead. One of the keys to their long winning streak has been scoring first. An ideal drive right there, getting the first 6 points of the ball game.
Do you go back to our meeting with the offensive coordinator? Remember what he told us?
Absolutely.
With some teams, I script to probe in the early part of the game. Other teams, I script to attack. They've been in attack mode for these ball games and continue that in this one.
Let's go. Set.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive.
And you know, it's certainly a lot of football left to play. We're not into December yet, but right now where we stand, they're in first place in their division, looking really good and looking to be a threat come January.
And are you one of those early holiday shoppers, partner? Are you one of those guys get your list done? Because I think about what every team has on their holiday shopping list right now. What's the number one goal? Make the playoffs. Number two, win your division. Number three, and I think the biggest goal of all, try to get the number one seed so you get that first round bye and ensure you don't have to go anywhere in January and hopefully get to the Super Bowl that way.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And he'll be brought down, losing yardage back at the 40. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. Plays like we just saw there. That's why they're up right now. And the defense, they're doing their job.
Yeah, it starts with the guys up front. So when you talk with GMs who are putting together a team, a lot of them say we're going to build from the inside out, because if you control the line of scrimmage, you control the rest of the ball game. And that's what we're seeing here. They're actually playing in the offense's backfield, not necessarily just playing at the line of scrimmage.
On 2nd and 11 now. Lock. Oh, a ball batted in the air, and now it's intercepted. Picked off at the 39. And the return this time will go out to the 42-yard line.
Well, there definitely was some juice on that pass. And while tight ends don't always have the same reputation for hands as wide receivers do, in this case, that ball was expected to be caught.
First down. It's Elliott. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or two shy of the 30. An 11-yard pickup, and it's enough for a Chiefs first down. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Looking to throw is Mahomes. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Elliott. And he'll be brought down at the 27-yard line.
Now, that's the type of play that gives you a chance to win. Nothing forced downfield where you don't have a guy open. Swing it out to the back, on maybe even check it down, whatever you want to call it. Gain of 5. You're just trying to get 4 on first down. They're ahead of the chains now.
Second and 5 after the 5-yard completion on first down. On the counter, Elliott. And he'll be dropped at the 23 after a pickup of about 4.
On any running play that's called, they're always hoping that it's going to break big and go the distance. But when you get a nice gain like that, you're able to do so many things anyway. You can come back and run essentially the same play again, continue to move the ball on the ground, or you can decide to throw the ball now, because usually you have the defense back on its heels.
The Chiefs on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. They need just a yard here. It's 3rd and 1. 10th carry now for Elliott. And he's going to have a first down here as he gets this one to the 17-yard line. Able to get what they need to keep the drive going with a 6-yard pickup on 3rd down.
So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10.
Play action. Now it's Mahomes. And he's got his man, the tight end, McDonald. And I think the ball's out. It's picked up by the Broncos. Obviously, you got to hold on to the football, but I've got to give credit to the defense there. Good job of knocking it free.
Yeah, because a lot of the time we just blame the offensive players for not taking care of it. How about the effort of the defensive players knowing that guys are going to, and if they're good, anticipate the contact coming and try and cover up the football. And they still find ways to knock it free.
Let's go, D, let's go. Hey, let's get there. Hey, Mike 50, Mike 50.
They'll start out here with a jet sweep. And he'll take this forward only up to about the 7. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
Defensively, they had that one pretty well figured out.
Yeah, one of the things about this play, it can be even more effective when you run a lot of motion, and there's plenty of times you don't hand it off.
Come on, set. 30 pace, let's go. Come on out here, come get some. Come get some. Come on here, come get some. 22 jet bomber, 22 jet bomber. Lock it.
Throwing on 2nd and 8. Block. And he goes down. It's a sack. They get him back at his own 3-yard line. Aaron Donald. He's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year.
So 3rd and long now for Locke and the Broncos following the sack.
5-2 is the Mike. Mike 5-2, Mike 5-2. Hey, defense, let's go. Pick it up. Go.
Locke working out of the gun. And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's 4th down.
As this old brain remembers, when I see 5 wide receivers on the field as a defender, I know the ball's coming out hot. They expected it and got there and popped it free.
Watch out for Hill on the return. A nice job getting free on the return for 13 yards. And the Chiefs will have excellent field position here as they take over. Throwing on 1st down is Mahomes. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
He kind of forced that one there, didn't he? It's almost like he predetermined where he was going to go with the football.
Yeah, he wasn't really going through progressions. He wanted to go to his top guy. You do that against this defense, they'll make you pay, won't they?
Yeah, they certainly will. They react very quickly to the thrown football.
Zeke going to get it on the option.
They'll fight forward for a couple down inside the 40.
Ladies and gentlemen, that is a force of nature at the defensive tackle position. Yes, he's as big as they come, but still plenty agile. He's able to make a nice play there to swallow up the ball carrier.
If they want a first, they need to get the football to the 32 here on 3rd down. Now with the play clock about to expire, we get a whistle and a timeout. That's their second, so they'll have one remaining here in this second quarter. We'll be right back. If they want a first, they need to get the football to the 32 here on third down. Now Mahomes. He'll find Moreau here. And here he'll be brought down a little shy of the 35 at the 36. They stop him for only 3 that time, and that'll bring up fourth down. And this one is right down the middle. And the lead moves to 10-zip. These kickers now, it's like we take them for granted. Kicks like that used to be such a big deal, and now you just expect them to make it.
Yeah, you're exactly right, and we shouldn't take them for granted, but I have a theory about it. You want to hear it?
Yep.
They are more athletic now than ever before. Talk about kickers. Trace their backgrounds, trace their histories. You'll find that they were big-time athletes all along, but their kicking was so prevalent that we made them specialists.
Well, and now those 50-plus yarders seem easy for some reason. Denver offense at the line, ready to go. And they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so that he's taken down, a Chiefs sack. Chris Jones, he's the culprit, and that is now his 13th sack of the season as his great year continues. Sacks, a growing theme in this first half. This is second and long. Another try after the first down sack. Lock, flush to his right. Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more. Chris Jones in there to get him. Sack number 14 for him on the year. So third and long now for Locke and the Broncos following the sack. The Chiefs quickly now going to use the last of their timeouts. And with that, they're now out of timeouts and still plenty of time remaining here in this second quarter. After the sack, they'll come up now third and long.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised to see them run the ball here just to try and get some space.
Instead, they go empty backfield as they'll look to throw. Steps away to his left. Now he'll let it go on the run. Deep left side. And unable to connect. Incomplete. Give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up fourth down.
That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them, and I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
He'll take it at the 42. That'll be a 43-yard punt, but a net of just 33 following a 10-yard return. And this offense, they're going to have excellent field position. They take over with a 1st and 10 on the short side of the field. They'll run on first down. Elliott. And he's going to get this one down near the 45-yard line.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. They run the counter. It's Elliott, and he's going to be met at about the 43. Call it a gain of a couple. And that's going to leave him with a 3rd and about 5. Snap coming in 1, and it's Mahomes. Got a man over the middle, and it's complete. And he will have a Chiefs first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Excellent play there on 3rd down. Give him 25 yards. So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. Inside the red zone here. They'll look to throw. They'll set up the screen to Elliott. And he will be brought down at about the 6-yard line. 12 more yards there and another first down.
They ran that one well, and not only did they pick up a nice chunk of yardage on the screen, they sent a message to the defense. Rush the passer all you want, but you better be careful. We can hit you going back the other direction. Gets him a little bit closer. He takes it from the 6 inside the 5 to the 4. And a nice job defensively to keep him out of the end zone. He was trying to get his 2nd touchdown already in the first half.
They had that one earlier, was bidding for a 2nd. Two of their 3 red zone trips so far, they've come up empty on. They'll look to reverse that trend on 2nd and goal. And he'll go backwards, losing yardage to the 5. Officially, it will go as a 1-yard loss, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down. We've hit the 2-minute mark of the first half. 10-0, our score. Coming up in a couple of minutes, we'll get you to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. The coach will have stats and scores from earlier today in the NFL. Here's Mahomes, 3rd and goal. That is caught at the 7-yard line. And he takes this into the end zone for a Chiefs touchdown. Ezekiel Elliott, his 10th touchdown of the season, 2nd of the game. And the Chiefs are able to extend their lead. He's got it, and it's 17-0. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. They're down 17-0, really needing to find that offensive spark on this drive as they have it with a 1st and 10. And the Chiefs are going to get him. Like a freight train there, Derek Nottie with a sack.
I'm starting to feel for that quarterback back there. I mean, you know me. Normally, don't have a lot of empathy for the QB, right? In this case, definitely. He's been on constant duress this entire game. I don't know how he's surviving back there.
And to think, there's still a long way to go in this football game. Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing 2nd and a bundle. Another try after the 1st down sack. Lock. And the pressure gets to him again. The 305-pound defensive end, Jarrell Casey, gets the sack.
So, Brandon, we've sat in with a lot of coaches, and when they talk about things they want to accomplish offensively, I'm not sure that sack and sack are on their play sheet.
So 3rd and long now for Locke and the Broncos following the sack. Locke taking the snap and 1. Flushed out right. He's going to run, but he's got a long way to go. So no sack. He gets back to the line of scrimmage, but it'll still bring up a 4th down.
And while he did a good job of sliding around in the pocket, there was nowhere to go with the football, so he had to take off and try and run. He just got back to the line of scrimmage, no gain.
So we reach halftime in what's been a fairly one-sided game so far. As now we send you out to Orlando and hook back up with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. It'll be the Broncos getting the football first in this 2nd half as they trail, and we are back underway. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. Denver offense at the line, ready to go. And that 1st half, one to forget really on both sides of the ball. They got to find some way to string something together here, don't they?
Yeah, they're down big right now. So as you mentioned, trying to find something to string together, get some consistency, something sustained, maybe calm their whole team down and find a way to get back in this one.
Yeah, because right now you're down big, you're being shut out. Let's see if this is the drive that kind of kickstarts them. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. To throw it is Locke. Open man, he completes it to Judy. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30. 5 yards, now it's 3rd and 5.
Fired that one in there, able to make connection on a nice in route.
With those faster passes when they're going that fast, any hesitation as a quarterback that the deflection, if you miss, might be bigger and lead to an interception?
Yeah, and the deflection works both ways. Maybe a defender gets a hand in the way and it pops in the air. And sometimes you throw it so hard your receiver can't handle it, and he pops it up in the air for the defenders to grab as well.
But a moot point there as they were able to connect. Throwing middle, and it's It's complete. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. Just his second catch of the game so far. This one moves the chains.
Well, we talk all the time about playing situational football, and right now I think the scoreboard is dictating what they need to do. Where they are in this game, they've got to push the ball downfield, take their shots, try and get big chunks of yardage in a short amount of time. That was a nice play there.
Here we go, D. Here I come again. Here I come again. Here I come again. Hey, one set.
Block now on first down. They'll roll him out right. He's just going to dump this one off to his fullback out of the backfield. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. Another strong gain on the last two plays. They've moved it a combined 33 yards. Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10. Block off of play action. That's complete. Wk12. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop him. 23 yards, the final tally.
Let's go, let's go, let's go. 15 Lonnie, 15 Lonnie. Mike's 50, Mike's 50. Here we go.
From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
Set. 60 Pittsburgh. Let's go. General. Fast. Choose the mic right here. 50 choose the mic. Strip that ball. Strip that ball.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. 7 yards on the pickup there, and now they'll have it 1st and goal. So a decent deficit at this stage in the second half. 4-down territory?
No doubt about it. There's not a chance that he hasn't looked ahead and said, okay, if we gain yardage on this play, this is what we'll do going forward. If we lose yardage, this is the play call that I'll have ready.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he is into the end zone for a Denver touchdown. A great effort there. Touchdown number 15 on the year. And the Broncos get a bit closer. And it's 17-7. So the lead back down to 10 as things get a little more interesting, and the kick is away. And to no one's surprise here in Denver, that'll carry through the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. This now a 10-point game, so things tightening a little bit after that last score.
Here we go. Check three, check three, check three. Hey, 33. 44, come on. Let's get it together, defense. Let's get it together.
They start on the ground with Elliott. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here, and if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of first downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up a score.
They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line.
44 to Mike, 44 to Mike. Check, check. Watch the pass, Here we go.
Working from the gun, Mahomes. And he fires one incomplete.
Well, you most certainly don't want to go 3 and out here and give the football right back, because your friend, Old Momentum, he's wondering if he should change sidelines about right now. And if you don't convert here, guess what? He's going to make the trek to the opposite side and all of a sudden, you've got a battle on your hands.
So the failure to connect on second down, that leaves him staring up here at a 3rd and 8. Play clock down to 2, and we get a signal and a timeout. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down.
45, 45. Mike, 45. What we got?
From the gun, it's Mahomes. Throw left side complete. That's Elliott. And this effort will not get it done. He stopped well short of the 1st down at the 29. 3 yards, all they could muster there, and it'll bring up 4th down. Here's the Chiefs punter now, as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. He'll send this away into the Rocky Mountain night, and it's a good one. Now a hit and a loose football, and it's picked up by the Chiefs. And maybe getting a little too cute there on the punt return. Sometimes they forget paramount holding on to that football.
I really do believe most of the return guys think to themselves, when I get the ball, I'm going to make the play that's going to change the game.
I'm going to break it.
I'm going to break it. And you love that they have that attitude, but your point is so well taken. What do you have to do? First and foremost,
hold on to it.
Take care of the football. That's all he needed to do.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. Good drive last time. Really effective passing the football. Do you maybe mix it up, now go to the ground game and surprise the defense a little bit?
I would anticipate the defense making some changes, but I wouldn't necessarily just absolutely go in the opposite direction. They're doing so well throwing the ball.
Yeah, why
I wouldn't change it up until they showed me a reason to do so. You get the sense that they're saying we're not playing up to what we're capable of, and we're deep enough into the game that the early jitters are long gone, that they should now have some sense of continuity and be able to make some of these plays that they have not been doing so far.
Back to the air on 2nd down. It's Locke. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
They look to throw. It's Locke. And that's caught inside the 35. And this will set them up nicely deep down in KC territory. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. And at this stage, down in the 2nd half, looks like they just wanted to find a way to get it in the hands of their playmaker, and they did.
I think you're exactly right. I don't think the coordinator's looking at his play sheet and trying to figure out which play will work well. He's trying to figure out how to get the ball to the playmaker that you just described. Looking down at that sheet, you find people plays, not necessarily X's and O's, and that's exactly what they did there.
And the Broncos are going to have a 1st and goal coming up as the tackle made at the 3-yard line.
Well, he did a nice job keeping his eyes downfield, waiting for someone to get open. But once the pressure forced his eyes down to see the rush, it was time to make a break for it.
So the ball position now at the 3. Here's 2nd and goal. Shotgun snap to Locke. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
Down near the goal line, things really get physical. You're always anticipating a running play, but when they do throw it, things happen quickly. A little bit of a bang-bang play there that falls incomplete.
Big play coming here. It's 3rd and goal. operating from the gun. Lock. And that is caught. Touchdown, Denver. Albert Okwuegbunam. His third touchdown now on the year. And the Broncos draw a bit closer.
You get down near the goal line, this is where having a sure-handed tight end becomes a luxury, and it pays off big time, especially when the defense sells out against the run. He finds himself open for an easy touchdown.
Takes this about 5 yards deep, and this will not be brought out. It's a touchback. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. Pretty important third quarter drive for them. Momentum has sort of shifted the other direction after that last touchdown as they nurse this small lead.
They'll start the drive with Elliott. He's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on first down, that fits the bill.
They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3. Shotgun snap to Mahomes. Eluding the pressure right. And he almost had it defensively. Could have been a game changer there in this second half. Instead, it's 3rd down.
Well, he certainly did a nice job improvising there, extending the play, hoping someone would come open downfield, but they never did.
So the incomplete pass on the last play, and that leads us to a 3rd and 3.
On the option, here's Elliott.
And he's going to have the first down at about the 38. It's a pickup of 6 and good enough to move the chains. A tough run by Ezekiel Elliott, the 4th overall pick in the 2016 draft.
If you watch tape of him in college, you saw plenty of those runs because I know the highlights showed him in the open field breaking away from people, but that's how he wore down defenses, those exact type of runs.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Mahomes now to throw. And going deep for Hill. And that's caught inside the 30. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. And that one results in 35 yards. So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10.
Zeke going to get it on the option.
This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
That play wasn't quite as big as the play that preceded it, but still, gotta like the way they're moving the football, partner.
Absolutely. Pretty good room to run on that last play.
Yeah, they didn't get a first down, but still, you'll take runs like that each and every time, won't you?
Eight yards the gain on that last run. Here's 2nd and a couple. Again, it's Elliott. And Not able to break away this time as they're going to stop him right around the line of scrimmage. That's a big loss of 3, and it brings up 3rd down. And with the play clock winding down, we're going to get a timeout. And that's going to leave him with just 1 timeout remaining still in the 3rd quarter. We'll see if that comes back to haunt him. We'll be back. They fake the give. Now Mahomes. Good work by that Bronco defense, and it leads to a 4th down.
And those two just haven't been in sync thus far. They've done a nice job against him, but still, with his talent, you would expect them to have more completions to him in this game.
And for the 2nd time tonight, his field goal unit comes out here. He connected on his first. This time it's 39 yards away. Butker's kick here is good. And they stretch the lead to 6. It's 20-14 now. So chalk that down as an 8-play drive capped with a field goal.
Yeah, as a friend of mine used to say, they were moving and grooving for a while, but they couldn't keep the momentum going enough to get a touchdown out of it.
And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Denver offense at the line, ready to go. And that last drive, so effective in the passing game, resulting in the touchdown. Maybe not many people were focused on the trenches. There was good protection there.
Excellent protection. So now defensively, you've almost got to get down to those starters blocks like you're a sprinter. Get lower than those guys on offense and find a way to roar through them or around them to get into the face of the passer.
Easier said than done, though.
Way easier said than done. But they've got to try something because right now they're just cutting them to shreds.
One quarter remains here on a Sunday night. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
52's the mark, boy. 52. Nice 7. Let's go. No, check that. We got Mike 52.
From the gun, it's Locke. Now Locke, he lost the football. It's out, and it's picked up by the Chiefs. And he has brought this one back. A fumble recovery for a Chiefs touchdown. This was a close game. They needed a little breathing room, where they got it right there on that return for a touchdown.
Yeah, we would say that this could be huge. Forget it. It was huge. Gave them a comfortable lead.
Now after the fumble recovery, it's Mahomes. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete. Well, they had the big play on the fumble return. They were looking for the 1-2 punch, but they couldn't get that 2-point conversion.
And I have to wonder, were they scheduled to go ahead and kick the extra point? But after a play like that, you talk about the 1-2 punch, right? It's a momentum play. Go for 2 and really try to capitalize, and that's what they attempted.
Let's go. Let's do it.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And that last possession, really a gut punch. You seemingly had it working. You were in the midst of a very strong drive, then suddenly the fumble, and you're watching the back of a defender's jersey as he brings it all the way in the other direction.
There's not much more I can add to that. I thought you summarized it perfectly, partner. You've just got to regroup and start putting another drive together. That's all you can do. They'll probably spend a little extra time dissecting the game film after this one. I think the part of their plan was to hit them over the top with the deep ball. They've been unsuccessful all night.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25.
52's the
Throwing again. Lock. Incomplete.
He was looking for Albert Okwuegbunam was the target there.
And now it's third down.
Well, so far in this drive, they've done some good work. They force incompletions on first and second down, bring up 3rd and 10. That brings up the big question. Do they bring pressure or do they play coverage on this down?
The Broncos on third down. 3 for 7 so far in this game. This is 3rd and 10. From the gun, Lock. And a throw right sideline is complete. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. 17 yards for the Broncos there as they've got themselves a first down. Now Lock again. And he's taken down. A Chiefs sack.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing second and a bundle. Another try after the first down sack. Lock looking middle, and it's incomplete.
That time he was looking for Jerry Jeudy.
And that'll make it third down.
I'm not even sure I know who this guy is out there playing right now. This is very unlike him, one of the most accurate guys in the league. Totally off his game right now.
I don't know. I was going to ask you what you pin it on, but defensively, they've been pretty solid.
But sometimes, you know, those defenders, they get into the receivers pretty well, and if they chip away at their timing, it's going to affect what you're doing throwing the ball as well.
No escape for Lock, and he'll go down.
Well, this is what happens when you get behind the chains, as people like to say. When you have obvious passing situations, hard to vary it up and fool a defense.
And you hate those situations if you're an O-lineman, right?
Oh, without a doubt, because you just know they're coming, and you never know exactly how. They can be exotic in their blitzes, or their athletic ability just takes over.
Call it a 48-yard punt. Give them 9, though, on the return. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. Now, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this 4th quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking first downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, first downs, they can't touch the ball.
Yeah, give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6. I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely. You want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
45.
To throw on 2nd and 6. Mahomes. He'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. The broken tackle, but couldn't create much space. Down just beyond the 35. A good job defensively to hold that to 4 yards, and now it's 3rd down. The Chiefs on 3rd down. They're hitting at 60%, 6 out of 10 thus far. This time they face a 3rd and 2. On play action, it's Mahomes. Taking a deep shot here for Hardman. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
A deep ball down that right sideline, and he made sure that he put it where either his guy was going to catch it or no one was.
Here's the Chiefs punter now, as he's on here to punt it away. Taken in at the 22. We'll call that a punt of 38 yards officially. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. Denver offense at the line, ready to go. Their defense was able to force the punt. That's the good news, but this is still a two-score game, and they need points on this drive and in a relatively quick manner. And the first play of the drive there is incomplete.
Tell you what, partner, after he ices down, he's going to need a nice long soak in a hot tub after this one. He's been under duress the entire game.
Yeah, once again, hit as he throws. Fortunate that one wound up incomplete.
Mike's 50, Mike's 50. I don't think you got it. Right here, right here.
Block again here on 2nd and 10. Going for the deep ball. And that's caught inside the 30. And he takes it down deep into enemy territory. A huge play there for Denver. 68 yards.
Well, partner, I'm not sure how this drive's going to end, but how about the way they flip field position there? A nice attacking play that picked up a heck of a chunk of yardage.
Mike's 50. Mike's 50. Go. Come on, dude. Mike's 50.
Operating from the gun. Lock. He's got it. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Denver score. Jerry Jeudy, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Broncos have cut it to within a score. Extra point from McManus is good. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter. A 5-point game now as here comes the kickoff. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. Things sure were looking good for them at the half. Heck, off the air, you and I were just saying they might run away with this thing and cruise to a victory. Not anymore.
Yeah, the cruise control has to be off at this point. Now you've got to mash the gas yourself. Again, who's going to step up and make a big play for you? Who's going to take care of business now that you're being pressed? It is definitely go time for them at this moment.
All of a sudden clinging to a slim lead and hoping to hold on to that lead. Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5.
He's checking, he's checking, he's checking.
They go to Elliott again. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. 7 yards there and a first down.
At carries like that, that's how they're going to continue to salt this thing away here, Charles, in the 4th quarter.
Yeah, how about that? A new set of downs. Clock continues to move. No better way to close out a game than to tap those mastodons you have up front and say, guys, keep pounding them. Let's keep the ball, keep their offense on the sidelines, and let's close this one out.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Mahomes going to throw. He's going to go for a big play downfield. And he will take it on in for a Chiefs touchdown. A big play there. Hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season. And the Chiefs are able to grow their lead. That's a pretty quick response to that last touchdown drive. And it seemed like they had maybe given up momentum.
Well, not so fast.
No, not at all, because they ended up pushing the lead up once again, and you're exactly right. Thought momentum might have been shifting. Instead, they grabbed old Mo, didn't let him get to the opposite sideline.
Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive.
And you figure after giving up that last touchdown, they trail by 2 scores here in the fourth quarter. This drive becomes very critical.
On first down, Locke. That's going to be caught by Judy. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. At this stage, this drive's got to be touchdown or bust because you need 2 of them.
And if I'm the offensive play caller, I'm not just looking at my dagger plays downfield. I'm looking at some of my specials, something that can fool them and give you a big play now.
With a sense of urgency.
No doubt.
Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards.
Where's 52? Watch 52. 52's the mic. All day, kid. Hey, Mike 52. Mike 52. Squeeze. Get in there. Watch the screen. Check.
Here's Locke. And the Chiefs are going to get him.
Remember, throughout my career here in defensive coaches always say, guys, you got to earn the right to rush the passer. Well, they put themselves in a great spot with this big lead, and they know they've got to throw the ball.
These pass rushers have to be salivating. It is pin your ears back time indeed. The Broncos on third down. Not quite 50%, 4 for 9. This is 3rd and 7. Locke working out of the gun. Escaping the pressure right. And that is intercepted on the sideline. Wait, no. They'll say no. It was caught out of bounds. So this is just an incompletion here. All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it.
52's the mic, boy. 52. It's Alpha. Long day. It's going to be a long day. No.
They'll go for it. It's Locke. Dancing to his left. He may try and run for this. And some room to work. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. Good coverage downfield led to him taking off, picking up the first down on a 13-yard run.
Push him back. Push him back. Mike 52. Bravo. Check. Mike 52. Mike 52.
From the gun, Locke. He's going to air one out. It's caught inside the 25. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. A big pickup of 38.
When they've needed a play this year, he's certainly been the guy to deliver it. As this season has gone on, he's been awfully consistent and sometimes spectacular.
Pick it up, guys. Pick it up.
Locke now on first down. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
And that's one of those plays where it's hard to keep 2 eyes on the football when you know the contact's coming, let alone getting 2 hands around it, hugging it to your body, and absorbing the hit, even for those big tight ends who you would think could absorb that contact.
From the 21, it's 2nd and 10. To throw again. Locke buying time to his left. He'll run it, and he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. He'll wind up getting 4 there on his own, but it will leave him now with a 3rd down situation.
Okay, he's not going to get the first down, but this is still a nice job of buying some time and then running to get to the sideline and get out of bounds and avoid the big hit.
The Broncos on 3rd down. They're right at about the league average, 40%, 4 for 10. This will be 3rd and 6.
Here we go again. 52's the mic. Mike 52. Mike 52. It's a party now.
Operating from the gun. Block. Flush to his right. He can run for it, and he will. And he's got the first down as he gets it to the 8. It's an 8-yard pickup, and it leads to a 1st and goal.
These type of plays are backbreakers for a defense. They thought they had him hemmed in, thought they were going to get him on the ground with the pass rush, but were unable to do so. He gets away, picks up a big first down, and sets up 1st and goal inside the 10.
A quick throw outside by Locke, and they'll get this from the 8 to the 5. Pickup of 3. 3 yards the gain there, 2nd down.
The goal of a wide receiver screen is get enough blockers in front to create a wall and let him pick his spot to run the football. How about the defense there, swarming to it and not allowing that to happen? Did not let him get downfield.
And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line.
Looked at me like they adopted what my kindergarten teacher always said. If at first you don't succeed, try again. And finally, able to hold him in check. He'd been carving him up running the ball.
That's the first time I think I've seen where the coverage was good downfield, and they accounted for him and stopped him for a short pickup.
Yeah,
And he will take it in for a Bronco touchdown. Chris Carson, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Broncos draw a bit closer. And this is back to a 5-point game.
Let's do this.
A 5-point game now as here comes the kickoff. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And they had to wait a long time to get the football back. Probably not what you were hoping for when you got an offense that's humming.
agreed. What you were looking for is the defense get the ball back pretty quickly, right? Hoping for a 3 and out. So that didn't happen. You can't yell at your D for that. They've got to take care of their own business and reestablish themselves now that they're back on the field.
And now right out of the 2-minute break, we'll get a timeout used defensively with 1:56 to go. So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12.
Check 45, come on. Check 45, come on. You must be getting tired of seeing me.
Mahomes going to throw it here. And going deep for Hill. And that going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down. This a very important drive, and that incompletion leads to a very important 3rd down here if they're going to try and get the football back.
Yeah, getting it back, absolutely crucial to their chances to try and win this game. I would expect a lot of pressure here. They can't afford to let them continue to get first downs and eat away at the clock.
Watch your slap, watch your slap. Watch your slap. 44, Mike, 44. Watch your screen. Pass.
Mahomes to throw. He's going to take another shot here. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
That's an excellent job right there on 3rd down. Like any defense, you never want to let them get anything started, and that would have been a first down. Instead, you saw the contact on time, no penalty, and before this drive could get wings, it's 4th down.
So a change of possession here on the punt, and out will come the offense as they take over. Denver offense at the line, ready to go. And things are starting to move in the right direction. They get the touchdown last drive, then their defense gets them the football back.
Yeah, now they have a chance to get the lead if they can put something together here. I'm eager to see what this to do. They want to be methodical. They want to take the big strike and go after it right now.
Throwing And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first. He'll look to throw. Flushed it, and he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. Now the Broncos going to use the second of their timeouts as the clock shows 50 seconds to play here in quarter number 4. Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing second and a bundle. Back to throw. Lock. Quick hitter here. It's complete. Now the Broncos will use their third and final timeout as the clock will stop with 45 seconds left to go in the game. Lock to throw. To the end zone, but it's incomplete. So this defense, they looked a little shaky to start the drive, but bottom line, they're a play away from finishing it off.
They rocked them a little bit on this drive, didn't they? But as you and I both know, it's not how you start, it's how you finish. They have a chance to end it right here.
And down by 5, they've got to go for it here on 4th down.
Second time, defense, let's go. Watch safety come up. Safety's gripping. Back to
Now Lock. And that is incomplete. That one broken up by David Long on the defensive end. Well, their first 4th down attempt earlier was successful. This one backfires for a turnover on downs.
I like their aggressiveness. I like what they're doing. They got it the first time they went for it. Why not a second time? I don't think they'll be daunted from attempting it again. If you're on the defensive side of the ball, though, any 4th down stop is a big momentum play.
One final kneel down here, and that should just about do it.
Yeah, it's fun to kneel down in front of your home crowd, but when you go on the road, that band of brothers attitude, right, just us against the world, and get it done, how happy are they?
I remember a coach at a previous stop telling me, you get a win on the road, doesn't matter the opponent, get out of there like you stole something, and they did in this one. They put up their goal at the beginning of the season, and that was to win 7 games, and now they've accomplished that mission.
And congratulations to them for achieving their goal. They have to finish the season strong, but you got to think that going forward for next year, they're going to jump that number up a little bit higher.
So that's a wrap for Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. And this has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. For more, check us out at easports.com. From Denver, good night, everybody.